So let's have a look at case number 6, which is designing queries based on wrong data types and the curious results. Let's open that database, enable the content. Now we have 3 queries here. We have this table in design view, see, with review date, kilograms collected and collector's name, and this is how it looks in datasheet view. Let's open them all in design view, and let's start with the Helen one. What we want here is to show anything, any names with what they've collected and the dates, except from Helen. So we decided to put greater than Helen, and when we run it we find there is no results. Now in this one we wanted greater than 123 kilos. We run it and we get 34 as well, although we said that it is greater than 123. Yeah, let's have a look at the design again. We say greater than 123. When we run it we don't get 123, but we get everything else. So in this case here, anything greater than the 2nd of February 2019, anything greater than that date, remember 2019, yeah, we run it and we get 2020 and the 2nd of the February 2020 as well. And let's look at the dates here. We have 2018, so that kind of works. Yeah, let's have a look at it again. It kind of works. So the 2nd of the 2nd 2020 is greater than the 2nd of the 2nd 2019. The Helen query, let's have a look at it at design view, says that greater than, but since it's a piece of text, how can the database recognize the greater than? If we said other than Helen, like we said that, other than Helen, let's see the results now. So here we get everything except from Helen, so that works. Now we saved that, so when we run that, that works. Greater than 123, it shows the 34 kilos as well. Let's have a look at the design view. So now that considers 123 as text, but recognizes the greater than as other than. Yeah, other than. So when we run this one, it runs different from the Helen query. So in the Helen case, we didn't get any data. We didn't get what the results that we get here. So when we run this, we get anything but other than that. Yeah. So when we run the 2nd of February, it actually works. Each case runs in different ways, although everything in the table is text and all of them have the greater than symbol in front of them. That's how Access gets confused when we put wrong data types in our tables. So let's have a look at the tables. Yeah, so collector's name, it's Helen. Yeah, let's have a look at the datasheet view. Helen, Hamida, David, and all of that. What data type is that? Let's go back in the design view. It's text. So for text, if we look at the query, and if we again say greater than Helen, it doesn't make any sense because it's greater than a piece of text. What can be greater than that? But if we say other than, we get a result. The same thing should have happened if we say not Helen. Yeah, not Helen, other than Helen. So if we run that, we get again the same result. Let's see what happens if we say not like Helen. We run it and we get the same result. There are a few ways to express this. Let's see this one. Design view, it's greater than 123. When we run it again, let's see, anything but 123, but it's not greater than 123 because 34 is less than 123. So we go back to the table and kilograms collected is a number. Now we go back to the query, greater than 123, go to design view of that, and now it says that, yeah, let's run this. It says data type mismatch. Now the double quotes are put whenever text data type is in question. So if we delete them because it's a number, and now we want greater than 123, we run it, now it works. 34 and 123 don't appear. Anything greater than 123 appears. So we save that and we go back to the next query that we haven't tackled yet. This one says greater than this. It actually works for the date for some reason. So let's run this. There is a 2018 date there. If we look at the table, 2018 date, that is not picked up, and this is not picked up either. So this appears to be working with the dates. If we said other than that date, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get the other three dates. We did get them, so it actually works for some peculiar reason. The problem is that in the table the date is not in fact text, it is date time data type. So if we go back there and we run the query now, we have a look at it in design view and we run it, data type mismatch in criteria expression. So basically again the quotations belong to the text data type fields, yeah? So now we're telling it other than the date, and you see that now here hash keys are added on the dates, and we're saying other than the 2nd of February 2019 with hash keys around them. So let's run this and we get other than that date. We didn't get the 2019 date, so this is correct. If as well we changed the query in design view and we said less than that date, now let's run that and we get the 2018 one, which is less than all the dates, yeah? So it actually works. The conclusion of this lesson is that first of all we have to be careful with the data types that we assign, and that for each data type the data must be either enclosed or not in particular characters. So for instance, date time, Access is helpful enough to put the hash keys around it, yeah? So for data types we put hash keys around them. For numbers we put nothing around them, yeah, we just execute them, it picks up the number. And for text we put double quotes around them, and we arrange the code in a way that it is appropriate for text. Although not Helen works like this as well, we saw it. The same thing happened with the date, it actually works. But that is where we have to be careful with the code in case we do mistakes. So the best way, if we assign data types correctly, is to as well use the appropriate code and the appropriate enclosure. So for instance, we're enclosing the text, as you can see here, in double quotes. We're enclosing the numbers in nothing, and we're enclosing the dates with hash keys. And that concludes this lesson.